Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with my boys Petey and Cal. Hey, today we're going to be talking about the new Born Again series with Daredevil and of course Punisher showing up. Petey has a little bit more information on us. Can you give us a little more what we're looking at here, my friend?
Well, we're just gonna watch this Doom Blazer channel. He's gonna give us there's something from Variety, and we're just gonna hear him talk about it. Then we'll talk about it.
See you around, Red. Alright, guys, it's been a while, but we finally got some new Daredevil Born Again leaks, and we got the first look at Punisher, so let's check it out. We just got our first look at John Bernthal's return as the Punisher, and it looks like he's back in a somewhat new suit. I'm a big fan of the baggy pants. Bro aged like fine wine, jeez. It looks like we're gonna see another team up between Daredevil and Punisher in the show. My favorite Netflix duo is back. And we got more set leaks showcasing an officer using Punisher's logo. It looks like the rumors are true, and they're going to be adapting one of the famous Punisher stories where corrupt cops are using his logo, and Punisher is not happy about that. It's an issue in real life too, because people twisted his logo to mean something else, and Marvel had to change his logo in the comics. Corrupt Cops has a patch that says Anti-Vigilante Task Force issued by Mayor Fisk. It's rumored Fisk wants to outlaw vigilantes in New York like Daredevil, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, etc. This definitely intrigues me. I cannot wait to see how Marvel will make this story work in the MCU. See you around, Red.
There it is.
What can I say, man? Fisk has a point. We got to outline these crazy vigilantes. You know what I'm trying to say? Cal, what's your take on this?
Ah, I gotta wait and see.
You got to wait and see. Okay, that's a very diplomatic answer. Um,
I think they're getting a lot of positive buzz now since they had so much negative buzz from the reshoots and the taking all the stuff they had before and tossing it out. So now they're doing season 2 of Daredevil from the Netflix series over again with the Born Again title. So it looks like it's going to be fun. It's going to be edgy having the police stuff. But whenever you have the police stuff, don't worry, guys. They're going to have positive police in this too. So we'll just have a unit that's bad, and then we'll have a unit that's positive at the same time. And they'll high five the Punisher and Daredevil for taking them out.
Yeah, and then we have the whole thing that Mayor Fisk. I mean, the very fact he's what is it? Dark Reign, I think it is. That's the Dark Reign series comics, where Mayor Fisk, well, Fisk becomes the mayor. The Kingpin becomes the mayor, and I guess they're just following up with that. So I think it was a popular series. I think this would be a very good thing to show. So hey, I'm all for it. You
Look,
know,
I need more energy. This Daredevil was the best thing that they had throughout. Ever since these new crop of TV shows, what's been better?
Hmm.
we all like the
I'm a,
Daredevil and the Punisher. I guess those
well,
are two of my favorite series.
I'm already on record. I really enjoyed the Daredevil series. It was, I mean, if you I'm in little latitude, Daredevil was the character that actually brought me into reading Marvel comics. And those early Frank Miller issues, I got into like at about 177, and then I was able to get some of the back issues from Dixon, at least a chance to read them. He wouldn't give them to me. So, I really enjoyed it. And Brian Michael Bendis drove me away from that book. He drove me away from I had been reading that book for years, and he drove me away. It was issue after issue until finally I couldn't take it anymore, and I just had to leave. But the Daredevil TV series brought me back. I didn't start reading again, but it was so nice to see those stories come to life. In terms, I mean, again, these are guys who said, "Look, we have the material. We don't need to reinvent the wheel," and they didn't. And it was so nice to to relive those stories and situations again. I got a chance to meet the actor who played Foggy Nelson. I thanked him. He was like, "Oh, it's the writers." I was like, "No, it's all of you guys. It's the writers. It's the actors." I said, "It's just when I'm watching what you guys are doing, it's like reading the comic book again. It's like reading the comic book again, but you guys are filling in all those spaces that I filled in for myself." So it was very enjoyable. Now, when you're bringing it back, yeah, it was a fan favorite, and I want to be 100% on board, but I'm a bit cautious because of what I've seen them do with these particular shows. Stuff that should be a hit out of the gate, and they just screw it up. And this right here was a hit out of the gate, You've got the template for it. You shouldn't mess up. And yet they have proven that they are masters of snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. So that's
Wow.
where I am with Tolkien.
Wow.
You know why? I'll tell you why. They need to get out of California and Florida, and they need to go somewhere else, like
What,
someplace.
Canada?
New
I'm no,
York,
I'm saying somewhere in the rest of the country where you feel like, hey, this is what people want to see. If you only stay
you
in
mean New
one
York?
area, huh?
You mean New York?
I'm not even saying New York. I'm just saying they need to just get out from those the New York, the LA, the
Hmm.
Miami Trap Five, and get more into what are people really listening to. Do a friggin' listening tour or something, you know, to figure it out. Don't sit behind and say, hey, this is a good idea, and then don't read the book or whatever and do whatever they have. And look, these slights on Bendis, I gotta disagree with you on because you're constantly slamming the dude. All right,
Well, I would
the,
like to say that I
biggest
didn't
slander
slam
Bendis.
him. I didn't slam him though, but I could start if you wanted me to.
How am I? Wait a minute. How am I slamming him though? I am telling you my experience. I'm telling you my experience when I started reading Daredevil and what caused me to stop reading Daredevil. That's my experience. That's 100% factual. I'm not slamming him.
I'm all for I'm all for
Okay.
your feelings,
I'm
but
saying, hey,
I
this
see
guy, the
a
stories that he
constant.
turned out were so bad for me that I couldn't stay with the book anymore. I'm not
And I
slamming
get
him.
that, and I get that, and I get your feelings, and I get, I keep hearing the slamming of Bendis in everything he does, and I think that we have to realize that Bendis is one of the biggest talents that Marvel is able to produce,
Ooh.
you know, and that because his foray into DC did not work as expected, they had to
Thank
cut the
goodness.
guy.
We was
Thank goodness.
slamming him before he got
He
to
did enough
DC.
damage. Bendis did enough damage for the little bit of time that he wasn't Marvel. I'm sorry, DC.
Oh, and I'll say I gave him DC credit that the next thing they should have done with was get Bendis. The only problem was he decided that he was going to move in and make a new wing instead of saying I'm going to do some Superman stories and I'll figure another title at the same time. He said I'm Bendis and I come with this bankroll and I need a bunch of titles, and they gave it to him, and they had to nix his stuff before it was finished. They nixed all of this stuff. Anything that was getting paid too much money, they got rid of. So, going back to Marvel, the fact that they still give him exec credit and they don't give Wally Wood credit because Disney has some issue with Wally Wood, give Wally some credit and take Bendis out. He ain't created anything. Sorry.
All right, so I guess you need to just wrap it out. So this doesn't hate Bendis, man.
How can Wally Wood not get credit when he's the one who created the all red outfit?
Yep.
How can Wally Wood get no credit?
Yep.
And I mean, those Wally Wood issues, what was he on from issue 3? It was like what, issue 3 through 7?
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot, but those are really well drawn issues. I mean, Wally Wood, excellent illustrator, but those are really good issues. Even for like people like, oh, Silver Age art. No, it's really good stuff. The penciling is really tight. So I don't. I mean, if only for. I mean, of course, you can't credit him for just drawing the book, but Wally Wood is the one who puts Daredevil into the all red outfit. And the first appearance of that all red outfit is a classic issue. So how can you not give Wally Wood credit?
No one's saying not to give him credit. No one's saying that. Who's saying that? You saying that? Are you saying that?
No, we're not
No, they're
saying
not
not give him
saying, they're
credit.
not doing
We're
it.
saying we're saying give him credit. We didn't say take it away. We say give him credit. You haven't done it yet.
They credit
He's not like one of
everybody.
the most
Bendis,
expensive editors. He's
Gene
not like,
Colan, John Romita,
I'm saying
Dave Mazzucchelli. They gave Frank Miller. Everybody gets credit, and they decide, nope, we're not going to give Wally Wood credit.
so. Daredevil #7 is one of the most expensive Daredevil books, isn't it?
It is. It's a key issue.
No,
But
that's what I'm trying to say. So I mean, how
you
can you
said
not?
it a question. You said, is it? Like, and then,
No, I mean, it's a rhetorical question. Isn't
yeah,
it? Like, come on. I mean, so how can you
okay.
not give credit to someone who was so who created something that was so definitive about Daredevil, the red outfit, right?
Many historians are saying there's David Spurlock, the people that work with Wally Wood, Howard Chaykin, a lot of people out there saying, hey, give him the credit because the list they have of thanks is to everybody. And Disney kind of holding this thing where we don't want to do this because we don't want to get anyone the chance to slip over and, you know, and look at something that connects to something that they're afraid of is just wrong. He was a talent. We lost him too soon, and give him the credit.
Yeah, I say give the credit to them. All right, but you're right. The people who are listed are Stan Lee and Bill Everett. So I mean, and that's not taken away from them. Okay, it's just add everybody.
Give Wally credit. Wood is good.
But it's good.
All right, well, look, let's wrap it up. All right, if you like what you hear, comment, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Spin a rack.
Out.